Hello, and welcome back. Today we're diving into a new makeover challenge video. If you're new here, it's been a minute since I've done this. The idea with this type of challenge is that I find a build and I try to just change the style of it or change something drastically about it. So a couple of examples of this is that I took a very pink library and made it very gothic, and then another one is that I took this modern house that kind of had some bright colors and things like that and made it more like a bachelor pad, darkened it up a little bit. So the idea is that I keep some of the elements of the house. It's not like a full renovation necessarily. It's just more of a style shift in some regard. And so today I'm going to be doing this with a build that I came across that I thought was super cute in Nordhaven. So this is the house we're going to make over today. It's a Nordhaven starter home. It was done by Runair. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But it's a cozy starter home, and it's just base game and businesses and hobbies, which is kind of nice to not have too many different styles combined together. And this is what it looks like on the lot. So it's really cute. I like the bright colors. I love the color combination with this like peachy orange color with the green. Y'all know how much I love green in The Sims. And then on the inside, it's a pretty small house. So we have our little living space, a little like office nook right there. And then we have our dining and kitchen over here, a couple of bookcases. And then we have a little bathroom right here. It's a nice like powder blue color. It's kind of fun with that tile. And then we have our bedroom right over here. So one thing I think would be interesting is to take this style of home and maybe go a little more Art Deco with it. I've not really done a lot of builds in that type of style, but I think it would be a fun challenge to get out of my comfort zone a little bit. So let's figure out the outside first. I think we can like start with that. Now I do like the swatches from Businesses and Hobbies. I'm thinking I want to do the red for the windows, almost maybe potentially reversing the color scheme that we have outside. We get a green with a red frame. I don't know if that's what I want necessarily. We might get some different dormers entirely. I don't know yet. That's not really vibing with me, but I like the red color. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that these windows are Art Deco, but I don't want everything to be Art Deco. Again, I don't want to like flip everything in the build. I want to keep some things as odes to the original build. I want the original build to influence the makeover, you know? Ooh, Realm of Magic is definitely Art Deco. We get that or that. We have like a red, yellow, orange, and a red, blue kind of bright green, cyan-y color. I think I want to do this because it kind of goes with the current color of the walls, and that can be the influence. I don't think I want to keep it that way, but it would be a nice little nod to that. I know it looks weird right now. We just got to get styles that match. Are we about to go full Realm of Magic? That's not necessarily what I was planning on doing, but when you think about it, Realm of Magic is very Art Deco. Okay, I'm thinking maybe we figure out the wall color before the freeze, because this kind of gives me Art Deco vibes, but it comes in some pretty funky colors. What if we did this yellow? This tile from high school years, or brick rather, whatever. I know it's a little weird, but I really want to do this. I'm just curious to see, is that too like vibrant? I feel like it's a bit red. Ooh, I don't think I like that one as much though. This is not at all what I had in mind. And then I think I want the roof trim to not be as dramatic. And then I know it's a little thing, but I kind of want to put this up here. Just it gives more of the vibes, I think. Would it be weird to put that on all of these? And then this is just like a little roof piece ornament that I'm gonna put on here. It just lends to the vibes. And I feel like these kind of work in a fun way. I like how those pop off the wall, but I don't think that's quite the vibe. Maybe we could just do these. Maybe we could do like a bright red mailbox. That's kind of fun. And I'll change this to orange just to kind of bring that in a little bit more. And then change these more to like an off-white beigey color. I want the yellow umbrella, but I'm not sure I like the color, like the black frame with that. Or we just go all in with the red. Maybe that would be fun. I think I want to keep this swatch with the orange color. I don't want everything to be red. We do get these flower boxes. I like the Love Struck ones too. So maybe we can kind of mismatch. Can put a couple of those here. And then on the sides over here, maybe we could do these. Maybe back here we could do the red color. And then over here we could do like a little bit of orange. Just so they're different around the house. I think that's kind of fun. And then maybe we could just get like a little plant in the corner right here by the door. Oh, that's cute. And that like matches some of the roof piece and like everything else. And then what if we got this Realm of Magic rug in front of the door? And it kind of matches the gnome a little bit better if we do that. I think that's cute. Nice little detail. Okay, I think that's it for the outside right now. We might come back and change some things. Ooh, okay. Maybe it'd be fun to go all out on the inside with some of this stuff. We have the decor to the max. Some of that's definitely like Art Deco a good bit. And we get some like really good swatches that match with what we were already kind of vibing with outside. The base swatch honestly is pretty good. This one has like a darker red with the yellow. We could do that. Have that be a little side table at the door. And then we have the room here. This could be kind of a neat little touch. I'll leave that. But I kind of want to just do a full desk. And if we do that, I love this desk from high school years. It's super cute and comes in some really fun swatches. And we get that same kind of deep red color, or do that just to bring in some other tones. Could be kind of fun. And we could maybe even leave this light and do like a yellow color on the light. Put this back over here. Could even do the yellow on that. I get it was a starter home. I'm not worried about keeping it a starter home. Y'all know. So let's just go ahead and throw a computer up here. I might try to be conscious. It did say businesses and hobbies, so we could give them that laptop. It comes in some fun colors. I kind of like the idea of just thinking back to the original build. It had that green color a lot on the exterior. What if we added that in here somehow? I think we can do that and make that work with these color swatches. And before we get too far, I do want to like find a rug that would work well in here. This could be like a nice accent rug to use in here. It fits the Art Deco style, I think. Okay, I know it's a little funky, but I honestly think this could work in here. Not by itself, but with something else underneath it. Oh, see, we can get this green rug in here, then orange. If we put this here, like this color isn't vibing with me. So we can cover up the purple a little bit more over there and get the orange rug over that too. I kind of want to size this one down. Yeah, just a little bit. And actually maybe even size that one up a smidge and do something like this. I honestly think that's really cool how it layers over like that. Now I think we're getting somewhere with this Art Deco. Now I know it's a bit much and it might look a little odd right now, but I think this could work. Hear me out. I've never used this sofa before, but I think the wallpaper, I haven't changed it yet, so it makes it look like way too much. So I like this wallpaper. I don't like it with this sofa, so maybe we need something different here. Or we could do that. That brings some of those, no, I don't like that. Ooh, there we go. The paranormal love seat works really well. It ties in this like deep burgundy color we get over there. This could work too in here. Like that works well with the colors over here that we have. What if we actually did that sofa in there and we could even just put a little sofa right here? It's kind of like a long entryway, so maybe we just have a little sofa there too. We can use both of them, best of both worlds. Can make this red, get that little pop there. I kind of want to go a little bit darker on the flooring. Like I like that. And they have the same flooring in here, so we could just tie that in over there as well. But I think the darker looks a little bit better because we have a lot of bright, vibrant colors everywhere else. So I think it makes sense to kind of balance it. I'm getting a little excited. I kind of want to move Fernie to right here by the door instead of over there. Like, I think that's cute. Ooh, that's a cool vibe. We're gonna make him red. And then what if we did a dark green on the wall? Like, I kind of like the look of that. I think that's really cool. I kind of like this rug here. I think that's pretty fun. And brings in the yellow tones, yellow orangey colors a little bit more too. I'm having fun with this. And maybe we can add some curtains. We didn't really have any curtains in here originally. These paranormal curtains really lend into the vibes with that really dark color that we're going for. Oh, what if we did these instead? It matches this over here, but also it has like the kind of purpley tone of this. The light colors. That's kind of fun. I just feel like putting the same curtains on all of these windows in here is not gonna look right. Because that's a lot. That's 6 of the same curtain. Maybe we could do something different on here since it's the green wall. So we can still keep those there. But then on the green wall, maybe we could use these. And I can even like pull the desk out just a little bit so it's not clipping, and do the same over here with the sofa, just a little bit. And then I was thinking we could do something like this. And maybe we could put like a little mirror here by the door that you could check on your way out or something when you're leaving. And then y'all, there's no better time than right now to use this thing. This is the house. If we're gonna put this anywhere, this is the house to put this somewhere. And I kind of like the idea of it being like right here at the front by our plant. Maybe size it down just a smidge. That fits the vibes over in this like hallway, I think, really well. We have these columns inside. I'm not the biggest fan of these and the way they look right there. We might put some columns, but I'm gonna hold on that for a second. I like the idea of putting this right here, and I can't explain it. I just think that it gives me mid-century vibes, but it's also Art Deco in a way, I think, as well. To have a divider like that, I just think that's really cool. Now, I'm almost wondering if we can actually put a fireplace over here instead. I like that they used a lot of the businesses and hobby stuff, but I want to see if that's a possibility. It is pretty big, that one is, because these fireplaces just fit Art Deco really well. That one fits better. It's not gonna be as fun as some of the other options. That kind of matches the walls though, and like some of the gold tones we have elsewhere. So that could work. I'd love to use something like this, but it's so bulky. You can get rid of that. I kind of like the idea of keeping that and our little vintage collection from that. Put our little plant over here. Don't really need the shelves if we do that. Now this can stay too, and maybe we could put this like over the bench right here. It's a nice little decor item. And we could do, oh yeah, we could do the vintage. Y'all know. Maybe we could switch this one. I like the idea of that one being blush. And then we could do that in like an orange or something. Oh, now this gives me Art Deco vibes too. And we'll come back and like work on clutter a little bit. I want to get some of the like big things figured out first. Now I feel like I've been using this tile quite a bit lately, but this is definitely like an Art Deco type style with the borders. If you add the borders in, we could do something super funky with this tile if we wanted to from decor to the max, but I don't really feel like that's matching the vibe that we have elsewhere. Like we have some eclectic stuff, but that doesn't seem to really fit. Oh, I'm wondering if we can do something because there's a lot of black in here in the original kitchen. What if we did something as an ode to that somehow? So maybe the trim we can bring right here on the edge, and it kind of goes with this rug really well too, right there. And then we can keep with the bookshelf idea, but maybe do something kind of more like this. Maybe we could do something like that. I'm trying to figure out like which swatch of this I want to use. It's funny because it's just like one is more saturated than the other and you get more purple with it. But both of these work in their own ways, and I kind of want to use this one because we do get a little hint of purple over here in a couple of spots. I think that's really fun, and I feel like that definitely screams Art Deco. Okay, this is like turning into a really interesting build, I feel like. Okay, I'm gonna put these columns, I think. Yeah, it's coming together, it's coming together. I like these in here. I know there's some weird clipping with that, but we get the little black tassels, and then we have an ode to the purple in the rug. I'm gonna do it. I'm not like fully in love with it, but I think it's kind of fun to do something like that. I'm gonna lean into the crazy just a little bit. Okay, so this kitchen has got to go. I'm fine with the layout. Like, if we wanna lay it out that way, not a problem. Would it be weird to keep the cabinets black? Like, maybe we could bring more black elements in over here. I think that's kind of interesting. And what if the appliances were green? Like the green and gold color? Oh man, I'm really leaning into this funkiness. I would never do something like this, I feel like. Yeah, I think that's a vibe. Oh, and we could even do life and death. I'm gonna scoot these over, because either way, they're not centered. So, I don't know, they're not centered just for this room, and if you look from the outside, this still needs to scoot over if they were trying to make them equal on both sides. Like, it would need to go right there. So, we're gonna scoot those over, and that's perfect. That actually works really well. And I'm gonna get my little elephant teapot, and let's do the yellow. Let's do the yellow. I'm really getting into like some of the funkiness with this, I feel like. The dark purple is actually pretty cool. Maybe that one. Now we could get the little hood here from Life and Death and get it in the green, and the gold matches perfectly with that. That's perfect. Maybe just get a little clutter up here. We'll come back and clutter that up some more. Same with the kitchen. What if we did the black? Oh, I think that is really interesting. Maybe that's what we should do. instead of that. Just go all in. Now, I like the idea of maybe leaving this tile in the bathroom. What if we did this? It kind of ties in what we did in the kitchen a little bit. I mean, we could do like the all red too, though. That could be pretty fun. Let's do the yellow. Oh, wait a second. Wait. That could be kind of cool with the black shower, because we do get the black color in that. And we have black in this. Doesn't look black. It is, though. It's like a glow to it. This is pretty cool, though. And then what if we got this sink with a black toilet? I think that's pretty cool. Or, I mean, we have the Realm of Magic toilet. I don't think I want the Realm of Magic sink. I like the high school years sink with that. Yeah, but the black and gold of that, it matches so well with the high school years. We could still do like the blue to match the tile on that. And go a little darker on that stool. I like the idea of the stool. Then that leaves the bedroom. Now, I do like the idea of this light. I think that's a pretty cool item to have, especially like over the bed like that. So we can work with that. Ooh, it would be fun to use something like that. I don't want to use the black in here too. I want it to be a little more vibrant. What if we use this really bright blue with the gold? I know it's a little weird, but these colors I think could go well together. So that would be like a little vanity space. If we put these by the bed. Okay, we're gonna kind of just start over and fresh with this. I feel like is the best way to go. That there. And then maybe we could put this plant over in that corner. And I'm fine with the mirror being over here, but what if we did a wall mirror like that? I like that better. And then we could like have a little chair in the corner. I know it's more of a pink color, but I think that could work. And then maybe this like really dark navy blue color would be interesting to throw into the mix too. Maybe over here. I like it better over there, I think. I kind of like the idea of a mismatched lamp situation in here, potentially. What if we did something like that? I think that's kind of cool looking. Get a little floor lamp right here, and I might size this plant down. Put some flowers over here. I think it's starting to like piece together a little bit more. Put a little makeup kit over here. I like that base swatch, and honestly, I like the diamond wallpaper here. I think that blue color works with some of the accents we have. I don't know if I want it on both of these. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just kidding. Although, that's actually kind of cool. This gets the dark blue in. I kind of want to use the tiger print. I know this is a little hectic, but I'm gonna keep these as like a solid color. I think I just want to make this black. I like this paneling. Just a solid black paneling like that. I think it's kind of cool. So maybe that's what we do. Ooh. We get like the perfect shade of that blue from the bed. Finally, I've been trying to find something that matches that this whole time. Oh, that's so cool. Now, what if I size this down and just kind of put this right here? I want to see how low I need to make this mirror. I think that's pretty cool. You can put more like makeup stuff over here potentially. And put some perfume. There we go. Birds of Paradise in here with that purple. Oh, that's so cool. I think this would be cute to have somewhere. Maybe on this little side table would be the perfect space for it. Maybe do that to bring a little more purple in. Maybe we could put the armadillo up here on the fireplace. That's kind of a vibe, I feel like. Yeah, and we get the orange and the green on it, so it kind of works in there anyway. Let's move this out of the way so we can like fix the clutter a little bit. Now, I get that's going to block some of the TV, but oh well, not a big deal. We'll leave this from the original build, and maybe just like one more thing here. Okay, so back to the kitchen area. Maybe get a little tea area right here. Maybe put this in here. A little dessert loaf of some sort, like umbrellas next to the door. I kind of like the idea of this being in the corner here. We can move the plant like right here. Put that in the corner. We can put the muse on a shelf in here. Maybe like that, just the base swatch of that. The little veggie bowl on this table. And it comes in like some fun swatches. Put this in the corner right here. And like put some utensils on the wall. Get some paper towels over here. Some books up here. I'm gonna leave it on the base swatch. I think that's really cute to have right there. Ooh, or wait. I think I like that better for the desk in here. And that gives us just something extra to put on the desk. Put a couple of books here. Maybe we could put this vase by the front door area as well. I'm gonna put an all-star trophy right here. Maybe the golden bowl of fruit can go up here too. Maybe this little decorative plate could go up on this. Ooh, let's do the purple. That helps bring in some more purple in here from the rug. A little magazine holder could go next to the couch over here. Ooh, the geometric giraffes would be cool in here. I'm gonna do that because it plays off the accent on the armadillo. So that's kind of cool. I know it's a little weird, but I feel like I have to use this in this house. There's not a better house to do something like that in. It's so far that I've built. This might be silly, but I kind of want to, just for the sake of using this, scoot the door down, can center that, can move the shower over there, and I could have the little stool with the towels next to the door right there, and do something like that. And it's still functional, but I kind of like the base swatch of that. I think it's fun to bring that in. And then this, I don't even know if I want to use this anymore. I could put it on the wall there and put my plant over here next to the desk. I think that's kind of cool, actually. I like having that in a corner a little bit more, and it fills in this kind of void that it seems like we have right there. And then obviously I would just need to, I can probably scoot this over. There we go. That works. I know this might be a little over the top, but I do think it's kind of a cool vibe to have these down the hall. And we can have something like this in the dining space. Now that we're wrapping up, I do want a darker color on that. I think that looks really good right there. You can have the magazines like over here in the corner by the fireplace. And then maybe we do get another little table right here with a lamp. There we go. Yeah, that matches really well. Maybe we do the one with the red base with the black, just so we have a little more black tie-in over here. Could be an interesting combo, I think. It stands out in a fun way. And I don't think I'm gonna touch the ceilings. I think everything is busy enough that maybe having a plain ceiling kind of helps it not be too much. And that's the build, y'all. Let's do a quick little tour. So on the outside, just kind of like change the vibes with some of the colors and the patterns. With the wallpapers, the textures, we use a stone instead of just like a paint stucco. So we have a lot more red and like a yellow tone with the brick. And I like this little accent because the original build did have like a taller fence here. So we kind of did that. So once we head in, we have this like little entrance area where we have the bench here, some fun art and plants all around us. So that's really cute. I love how that turned out. Then we have a little desk nook over here. And then our little bitty living space, which is really fun and eclectic. I actually really like the vibes of this. I think this is a pretty fun house. We have this nice little divider, and I think that's a vibe. I don't know. I just think it's really cool to have that there. Does it make sense practically? Not really. It's just, you know, it just looks nice. And then so we have our little kitchen. And I do think it looks pretty cool with the black and the green like that. And then off of that, our dining space area, just some fun colors and vibes with that, with the purples and blues a little bit more with all of the red that we have going on throughout this house. The red and the green is kind of like a pretty prominent color combination. So it's nice to get some cool colors as accents in here with like the bright purples and the vivid blues. So that's the vibe in there. We'll go to the bathroom real quick that we kind of walked by. So last minute change to the layout of this with putting the shower over here with the little stools so we could scoot the door down. But I think this is like a cool little bathroom. I like the vibe of it with the black. And we have the black accent and the tile on the wall. So tying that in a bit more with the flooring. And that deep, deep blue color we get in the floor, which we have in the tile too, is really pretty. And then honestly, I think one of the coolest rooms in the house is the bedroom space. This is a really fun vibe. Like the purple and blue combination, it's a cool combo, and this accent wall works really well with the colors we have in this. I love how this turned out. I think this is really fun. So I'm uploading this to the gallery as Nordhaven non-starter home. You know, it once was a starter home. I transformed it. It's no longer a starter home, but it is going on the gallery now. So let me know if you play in it. I think it would be really fun to do gameplay in this house. So it's only 28 packs, y'all. Only 28. It could have been way worse. We know it could have been way, way worse. Thank you if you made it through this video. This was a lot of fun to do. I hope you enjoyed watching. I think it's always cool to just take someone else's build that was done with a completely different idea in mind and just transform it, but still keep some of the roots of the actual house there. And just so you know, if y'all ever want me to do things like this with your builds, I like to go to the gallery. I have it in all of my YouTube descriptions, but if you build something and upload it to the gallery with the hashtag Dr. Sims, I like to look and see if there are builds that are done in our community. And then for all of these challenges I do, it'll be using builds all done by you. If you'd like to join and become a Soul supporter, I would greatly appreciate your support as a content creator. You can click join underneath this video, or you can use the link in the description box below, and you'll get to unlock a few perks if you do. If you missed my last makeover challenge, you can catch that over here. And with that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye. Y'all, I had a lot of fun doing something like this. I love just getting to use some of the funky items we have in this game.